Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Red Wolves will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a split backfield. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working on the right. At the 45, on its way. It's a running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Flips it out to the back. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. Got enough space. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to barrel in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Owls.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
7, Arkansas State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Red Wolves come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Let's think for a second about Arkansas State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's not going to take the touchback. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to scramble. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Right on the money. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Turning it on. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Holds and fires complete to the right. tackle that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little... It's a seam wide open! The 30, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Owls!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
21, Arkansas State, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's go! Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Garcia to pass. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Working the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Rice! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Garcia wants to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Rides the back on the option to give. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. Going to try to get it himself.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
And the Red Wolves in a good spot here with second and short. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Garcia to pass. Quarterback adapting. He's got it.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long. Touchdown, Red Bulls! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He might want another play. Garcia wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Red Wolves are in the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got his man.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And the Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Owls! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Steps away to find some room. He's got him. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Owls lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this.
Breaks into the open. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And now on second down for this offense. Garcia to pass. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dances away. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Garcia wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And the Red Wolves want to move quickly. They send the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Got it. Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Got his man quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And after getting that completion, they've now set up 4th and goal. This is a play they need to make. It's the 4th quarter. They're down a couple of possessions. You have to come up with a touchdown here. You need to dial up your best play possible.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They want that clock to run. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to...
There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Gets away from one, finds some space.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dances away to buy time. Got him, and nobody's close. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Garcia to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. Strong, firm tackle. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, set.
Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Tackle is made.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much fire.